up before the sun this morning. I love the days when I can get up this early and the roosters are crowing and it just feels so fresh. So I'm hoping that you can feel that energy today, that you can feel the freshness that is here. And I'm just so honoring you for creating the space and the time to be here. Out of all the things that you could be doing, this is what you're starting your day with. And I just honor you for creating that time. So today is a surprise video. They always are, which actually totally gives me life. I love surprises more than anything. And I love that these videos, I have no idea what we're gonna do until we drop in. So we're gonna start with sound. I want you to just take a deep breath in with me. Let's feel into the sound for this morning. Sound brings us into our body. Sound wakes up our cells. Sound helps our nervous system. So we've got this beautiful bowl right here that I'm feeling like this is the bowl. So let's play with this beautiful bowl. I want you to take a nice deep breath in. I want you to let the sounds of the bowl move through your body. You can hum with the sound. It actually vibrates deeper in your cells. Oh, what just dropped in for today is powerful. Oh my gosh, we are diving in deep today. All right, you ready? Let's do the sacred creative process, which starts out with the oil of your choice. The oil that you use every time you do this process is going to help your brain trigger into flow state and receiving mode. So breathing it in, breathing it out. It's so good for my nervous system. Breathing it in, breathing it out. It's so good for our nervous systems because it's telling our bodies that we're going to be in receiving mode with the divine, which is just like such a beautiful place to be. Okay, so from here, right now, I want you to just notice your body. So just feel your heart. Let's just notice your body today. Okay, hi body, hi, oh hi, thank you for being here. Thank you for being the vessel that helps me be this human in the world. Just thanking our bodies. So now we're going to take this beautiful light from the crown of our head. We're going to breathe it throughout our body. So breathing in and out. Deep breath in, waking up your cells. And out. One more, breathing in and out. It feels so good. Waking up, we're gonna let the light leave our toes, moving up and around our body, sealing it at our toes to be an added form of protection for your body. We are keeping you in safety. We're going to infuse and insulate you with light. We're going to call in our angels, our guides, those who are here to support us in our work. Those who are on our board of directors, meaning who do you want on your board of directors? Joan of Arc is always on my board of director. Mary Magdalene. Interesting, who's coming in today? Marguerite Porete. She's one of the angels. She lived at one point. She was in the 13th century. She was an extraordinary woman who wrote a book. And the book, the basis was God is love and love is God. And because that was super abstract in the 13th century, they ended up burning her books at her feet. And then she ended up actually being burned at the stake for her being a heretic. She shows up a lot for me in my work because I help people write books that would have been burned. I help people write truths that just couldn't have been received but are received now. So anyways, she just showed up. I haven't had her here for a bit, so honoring her. And we get to just like honor the beings who really are here to help us with our work, who are so passionate about clearing the pathways. But here's the truth about, this is the truth I know about working with angels and guides, is that it's agency. They live and abide by the law of agency. So if we don't ask, like, we don't get. But if we ask, then they are full, holy hell yes, 2 feet in with us. So we invite them in, and then we're going to ask for their support specifically in this moment, in this session. But then we're also going to give them assignments today for your work. They can go clear pathways for you. They can bring in the right people. They can help your logo designer design the logo. They can help your assistant be more, organized. They can help with so many things if we just ask and give them an opportunity and give them assignments to support us. So that was a little segue, but here we are. We have our team. You have your team. Call them in. We're going to call them in and through the divine light to come and sit with us, to hold the space for us, and we thank them for their support. We're going to ask that light will touch our ears, that we will spiritually hear what needs to be heard. The light will touch our third eyes, that we may have access to our gifts of seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing, receiving. That light will touch our lips, that we speak only what needs to be spoken. So breathing in and breathing out. All right, so what came in today was, how do we heal the shame that shows up when we're running business? Because you're going to make mistakes all the time, right? I mean, I don't know any entrepreneur who hasn't made mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. And at this point in my entrepreneurship life, I'm pretty good at seeing the value in the mistakes. They're always for me, right? So every mistake I make in business is for me. It's a lesson to be learned, so that I don't make it again, and so that I continue to be better every single day. But there are times when shame shows up, where we shame ourselves, like, oh my gosh, how did I make that mistake? Oh my gosh, how did I just lose that money? How did I have to pay this client this, or whatever, right? Like, it just doesn't even matter what it is. There's something that happens where we shame ourselves. Now, I'm going to teach you something, and it's going to just take a second, all right? So there is a scale of energy, right? David Hawkins created this. It's an extraordinary scale. And shame is the lowest vibration on this energetic scale before death. Shame is so close to the actual energetic vibration of death, which is no life. So that's why when you are feeling shamed, you feel horrible, right? And so we want to be able to move out of shame super fast. Like, let's not play down there. The energies that live at shame, the spirits that live at shame, like everything that lives at shame is not serving you. It's going to not call in. Like, it literally will stop the flow of business for you. You won't be able to receive more money. You're not going to receive miracles. Nothing good is happening in shame, but it's going to happen because we're human, and because when we make mistakes, we've been very wired to shame ourselves, right? So how do we get out of the shame? How do we get out of the shame? So I don't know how we're going to do it today. I've got a few ideas that I've used, but let's see what we receive today. But I am going to teach you a hack. Okay, so we've got this energetic scale. Shame's at the lowest level. At 400, we start tipping into the higher vibrations. When you're in the higher vibrations, that's where you get to experience miracles and wonder and abundance. So there's this little a hack that you can use to tip yourself into the higher vibrations. So we've got shame, I think it's guilt, I can't remember. There's a whole thing. I'll see if I can put it in the show notes below. But 400 is the tipper, and 400 is gratitude. So if you are in shame and you can somehow muster any form of gratitude, And what I find is gratitude for the mistake, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that this happened because this will never happen again now that I've learned this lesson. That immediately shifts you out of shame. Now, if you can't get there, you can go as simple as like, I'm so grateful that this shirt is so soft. I'm such a soft human. I really like soft clothes, right? So it's like, oh, I'm so grateful that this soft shirt is soft. Or like, I have my heating blanket. I'm so grateful for the heat of my heating blanket. You don't have to be bold enough to be grateful for the mistake, but you just get to feel gratitude for something. Gratitude will always tip the scales and pull you into the higher vibrations. And as soon as you're swimming in the higher vibrations, oh, it's like you can breathe. And also now you're open to miracles. Miracles don't happen in shame. Miracles don't happen in guilt. Miracles happen in the higher vibrations. So that's a little lesson on vibration right now. So how are we going to move through shame? How are we going to move through shame? So let's take a deep breath in. Okay, interesting. New. This is a new one. I'm super excited. I really love new things. It's a visualization. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to get into your body. And you're going to breathe into your lower belly. Just listening to the roosters crow. I love that sound. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Starting in a space of safety. Starting in a place of safety. I want you to visualize the most safe place that you can. I'll take you to where I'm safe. You're gonna laugh. This is the introverted person who loves to be alone. So this is my safe place, and then maybe it'll help you find yours. So I have like this beautiful horse that I get on, and she takes me like across a bridge to an island where I'm all by myself, and I have this beautiful space. It's actually like a building. It's like a one room to like sacred space building that I get to go into. So it has doors and I can lock them and I can be super safe. And it's like so magical. I love white. So it's like everything inside is just like white, but it's also got a lot of lapis color. Lapis is one of my favorite colors. Lapis is like this really deep blue, purple magic. I have this delicious cozy couch that I get to snuggle on with my heat blanket, and that is my safe place. So if you want to take that, otherwise find your own safe space. We're going to take a deep breath, and I want you to get to that safe place. And while you're there, I want you to imagine that your future self, she or he shows up. Your future self comes through the front door or wherever you're at. You let them in. They come and sit next to you. And you tell them like, oh my gosh, I just made this mistake and I am just struggling. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. And just like tell however you're feeling to your future self. And your future self is like your most divine self, she or he. They have been through it all. They've already walked this path. They've already arrived wherever they are arrived at. They know deep wisdom and they are your higher self. So you're just gonna let them hear you. Share your frustrations, the overwhelm, and the shame. Just like how shamed you feel. And from there, you're just going to take a nice deep breath in. And you're going to ask your future self, can you please share with me something that will help me right now? Like something that you know, something that you've learned, a piece about myself that I can't see. Help me to see that. I'm going to be quiet, and I want you to receive from your future self. journal that down. So pause this video for a second. Just journal what you wrote, what you heard from your future self. And now that you're back, I want you to embrace your future self. So allow your future self to hug you, to hold you, to love you. And as she or he does so, I want you to feel your future self's vibration. And it's going to recode you right now into that vibration. Like you're going to immediately shift into being your future self. That the decisions that you make today, that the person that you are today, that the way that you speak, the way that you act, the way that you hold your body, the way that you move throughout your day today, you have been recoded to be at the vibration of your future self. You are already her. You are already him. You are already this being. You have the solutions to the problems. You have the support that you need. And you're making the difference that you were here to make. So take a deep breath in. Feeling that to be so in every cell of your body. Noticing how your body feels with this recoding. And in. And out. Wrapping you, wrapping you, wrapping you, wrapping you in love. I want you to come back to this space and time with me here in my sacred tent and you in your sacred space, opening your eyes. And I want you to know that everything is for you. Every mistake is for you if you choose to see it that way. Everything that happens is for you. You, my friend, are so special. I just want to acknowledge you that most humans would not be doing this work, which tells me how special you are and how important your work is and how loved you are and how needed you are. You're already your future self. You're already your future self. Everything is happening for you. Everything is happening for you. Take a deep breath in. All right, my dear friend, may today be a day of high vibrations, of deep, profound trust in yourself, and a day of miracles. I'll see you tonight.